What is up, bros and broettes? I am Inkslasher, and today we are going to be talking about the Black Ops 4 update that came out today, but really the lack thereof a good update that came out today. And it's interesting because now it has been 3 whole weeks since we have had a proper update for Black Ops 4. It was once again December 18th that we got title update 1.10, which had a bunch of things that were changing. And before we hop into this, I just wanted to let you guys know that tonight at about 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be streaming over on Twitch. It'll be the first link down in the description. And as always, whenever I stream, I always do an open lobby. So if you've ever wanted to play Black Ops 4 or a Call of Duty game with me, this gives you a perfect opportunity, and pretty much every time I stream on Twitch, it is an open lobby. So if you'd like to play the game with me or just check out my Twitch, it'll be the first link down in the description, and I'm pretty much there every Monday through Friday. Now, as far as where I want to start here, I guess we can start with what actually did change in this update. Now, the first thing that changed is the featured playlist, and this one's interesting because previous to this, the featured playlists have been the same for 2 weeks, and this was the first time since the launch of the game that it was that way. And the game mode that was featured was Half Off Heist, which was a game mode that a lot of people really didn't like or didn't play. Now, as far as what is featured this week, we've got Endurance Chaos Mosh Pit, Deathmatch Mosh Pit, Mercenary Capture Mosh Pit, Map Pack Mosh Pit, and finally, Mercenary Hardcore Mosh Pit. In other words, a whole bunch of mosh pits. And the only one that's really interesting to me there is the Endurance Chaos Mosh Pit, as you've got Kill Confirmed, Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Hardpoint, all of which have double the score and can have 6 players. In other words, this is a game mode where you're going to be able to get lots of score streaks, lots of score, and be able to level up fast. But as far as the rest of the featured playlist, really not a lot of variety. Like I said, it's just mosh pit. The one downside to this is that we no longer have Blackjack's Gun Game, a game mode that I really love to play and honestly wish was a staple in the regular playlist in the game. But unfortunately it's not, and now we can no longer play it, at least for now. Now, the only other thing to really change, and honestly it didn't change that much, is Blackjack Shop and the special orders. So first of all, in Blackjack Shop, we once again have the D-Day reactive camo, a camo that has already been in the shop once before. The outfit that we got is the Supernova for Firebreak. This one I actually really do like, but really it's the only new item in the shop, but it is getting replaced in about 3 days. And then we got some new war paints, tags, calling cards, and if you like the Rocket Box paint job, it is available for 3 days. This is a camo that's probably my favorite one that I've bought, but this is actually the second time we've saw it in the shop. So really not too much changing as far as new items in Blackjack Shop. As far as the special orders we have the Valkyrie and the Carpet Python. The Carpet Python is for Crash, and Valkyrie is for Ruin, and once again, you also get the Valkyrie Paladin Mastercraft variant, which I think looks really, really dope. But once again, it's really expensive at 1,500 COD points, aka about $15 for a skin and a Mastercraft variant. Really expensive in my opinion. Now, as far as what else changed today, there was nothing. There was no weapon tuning changes, no changes to Blackout, no new characters added into Blackout, nothing else changed. The question is, why and what should have changed? What was this update missing? Now, first of all, why was there such a small update today? The answer to that is it's gotta be the Christmas break. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna be upset that there was no patch this Tuesday, no update, and it's frustrating. I get it. I'm there too. I wanted to see some weapon tuning changes. I wanted to see some changes to Blackout. But you got to remember, everyone who is working at Treyarch is a person. They get holidays near Christmas, near the New Year, and they're just trying to get all of their work done after going into the New Year. Now, I get that that's frustrating. I get that you're missing out on content, but just remember, they're people, they get holidays too. Now, what I want to pay attention to is going forward, because before this Christmas break, we got a patch or an update every single Tuesday. We got new updates to weapons, Blackout, you name it, it was coming every Tuesday. Now, I really do want to see that going forward. There is great communication with the community, there was great updates, and they were always trying to push forward the game. If this stops going forward into the new year, then you can be mad, then there is definitely a problem. But I think coming next week is when we're going to start to see those big patches with the missing content that we're going to talk about next. Now, the first one, the biggest one of all, has actually been in the works since May 17th, 2018. Now, you may be wondering, what the heck is that? It is a League Play. League Play was announced with the announcement of Black Ops 4, but we really haven't heard anything about it since then. Now, when they announced it, they did announce that it was going to be coming out in the new year. It was going to be coming in early 2019, but since then, it is early 2019, and we haven't heard a peep about it. Now, as far as if you look at the past of Black Ops 4 and when they do their big updates, generally it's halfway through a month. So it would make sense that next week, the 15th of January, is exactly halfway through the month. So that would be a time that would make sense for League play or the next big updates that we're going to talk about to come out and be released. The weird thing is, though, is like I said, we haven't heard anything about it, and something as big as League play, I would expect some sort of promotion, but it's also possible that that promotion could be coming later this week, this weekend, that kind of thing. But as of right now, we haven't heard anything about it. No information, no info on how the League play will actually work, whether the rules will be the same as competitive, will there be a difference between playing solo and playing with a team, will it be 4v4 like the past or 5v5 like competitive is this year, what game modes will be involved. We have none of this information. I look forward to hearing it, and of course I'll make a video on it when we hear about it, but as of right now, we have none of this. But as I mentioned, as soon as we have any information, I will definitely keep you guys updated on that, but as of right now, nothing. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, the second big thing that we know is coming to the game, but don't know when, is a big Blackout update. Pretty much since the game was launched, Vandahar has been talking about how they've planned on changing the looting system on PS4 and Xbox. As we know, there is a big difference between the looting system and PS4 and then PC. PC has a much better and well thought out looting system, and as we know, it's mainly because of that mouse and keyboard, but everyone knows who's played the game that it's much better on PC. So a couple of days ago, Vandahar went on Twitter and announced this. What you are seeing here is going to be something similar to the new looting system. When you open up the bag, you're going to be able to see a bunch of different items at once, which should make it faster to scroll through, look at what your enemy has, and pick out what you want. I think this is a very welcome update, and when he tweeted this, he already announced that it was in QA testing, which means it should be coming to the game very soon. So if anything that we talk about today comes next week, I'm guessing it would at least be this update here. Now, as far as other updates coming to Blackout, the only other thing that they've really said that they are working on firmly and pretty much every single week is the sound. They said that they are constantly trying to fix the sound design. So if I was a betting man, the two things that I would bet that change next week in Blackout is, first of all, the looting system, as we just talked about, and also some changes to the sound design. Now, the final and most controversial of anything we're going to talk about today that really does need to come to the game is Black Ops Pass content. Now, as we know, before the game actually came out, they sold us these Black Ops passes. They are essentially these season passes from previous Call of Duty games. And the things that they guaranteed with the Black Ops Pass were 4 new Zombies maps, 12 multiplayer maps, and 4 exclusive Blackout characters. Now, we've already had 2 exclusive Blackout characters and had 2 new maps added into the game. They were added in last month. We got Madagascar and Elevation. And really, those 2 maps were dropped without any promotion. There was no commercial for them. There was no commercial for the new Zombies map until pretty much the day that it came out. Now, the interesting thing is that knowing that they are adding 12 multiplayer maps essentially means that a new map needs to come out every single month, which means we should be expecting a map out of January very, very soon. Now, the interesting thing about this is that January 15th, aka next Tuesday, is exactly halfway through Operation Absolute Zero, the current event that is going on in Black Ops 4. And what I think this means is that this gives them a good chunk of time after their Christmas holidays and New Year's break. And on top of that, like I mentioned, it's halfway through the current event. I'm guessing that next week, the 15th of January, there's going to be a pretty substantial update. Minimum, the Blackout changes that we talked about before. Maximum, it could include League play, the Blackout changes, and maybe even a new map and multiplayer. But other than that, only time will tell. As far as the Black Ops Pass content goes, they really don't announce when it's going to come out. There was no commercial for the maps, as we talked about before. So to me, it's kind of a mystery when we will be seeing these things. But I guess all we can do in the meantime is sit, wait, and play some Black Ops 4. But guys, let me know what you think about everything we talked about today. What do you think Black Ops 4 is missing? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It does help out the channel, help out the video, and I always do enjoy that. On top of that, if you like what you see here and want to stay up to date on all my videos, we got plenty of great stuff coming throughout the rest of this week. The best way to stay up to date on all of my content is make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you have notifications turned on. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys, peace out.
Paradigm.